Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another video. Just wanted to show you a little Scrollsawn Intarsia Snowman I made. Okay, so I made these before and they're just kind of fun, and I really enjoy Scrollsawn and I enjoy Intarsia, but I haven't done it that much. We have a loon Intarsia that I made years ago hanging on the wall in the house. And I did a few different Viking ones, Minnesota Viking ones, a couple of nativity scene ones, and I've done some snowmen. That's about it. I'd like to do more. But anyway, I planned on doing some snowmen around Christmas, and I didn't get them done. I had them traced out and ready, but I never really made any. So thought I'd do one today, and I decided to show you. So a little bit about Intarsia. So Intarsia basically is taking a pattern and dividing it into sections, the different parts of whatever the scene is, and then you cut the different parts out of different kinds of wood. And the process is basically you trace them out. You either use a template, like I use templates for a lot of things, or you can use a paper pattern, and you use different kinds of woods. You don't do any painting or staining. It's all just using different kinds of woods for the different colors for things you want. Like here I have different colors for the hat and the scarf and the mittens. And so you cut each piece out and then you sand them and then you round over the edges on all the parts. Okay, that's what gives it that look, kind of a soft look, and it kind of blends together. You basically contour the edges, the top edges of each piece. And I just do it by hand. Sometimes I'll use my 1-inch belt sander, but mostly I just do it by hand. Now you can get things like a pneumatic drum sander or something. There's different tools you can use if you do a lot of Intarsia. But I just do it by hand. But yeah, so you just sand and contour each piece, and then you glue it back together. And you can either just leave it like that. You can just glue it edge to edge. Most people put it on a backer, and that's what I usually do too. So I put this on a backer, just a piece of 1/8-inch hardboard, and then I usually drill a hole or put a hanger on the back, and then you can hang it on the wall. This is really kind of neat decoration. There's all different patterns out there for Intarsia, and you can even make your own patterns. Here, I'll show you quick. First of all, here's the book I got this pattern from. This is Easy to Make Inlay Wood Projects, Intarsia, Complete Patterns and Techniques, 3rd edition by Judy Gale Roberts and Jerry Boer. And lots of really cool patterns in here. And there's the snowman. That's the one I did. And I didn't do it exact. And that's the thing that's neat about patterns. Just tweak them to your own liking. You know, make them whatever you want. But that's where that pattern came from. And here's the pattern, the paper pattern over here. And I actually enlarge it because I like to have it a little bit bigger. And then it kind of has a legend there of, you know, you want to have the grain direction going certain ways, and the different, you know, whether you use light or medium or dark wood for the different pieces. And you can kind of see how they have that laid out there. Now, I do use paper patterns, but for the most part, I like to use hardboard templates, especially if it's something that I make a lot of. So I made a hardboard template for this. And so each of those are different pieces. And I just keep them in a baggie, actually, you know, and I do that with a lot. I have a lot of hardboard templates for a lot of my patterns, a lot of my scroll signs. I love using templates, puzzle patterns, ornaments, everything. And so, yeah, I have the templates here. So what's neat about having templates is, you know, you can take each piece and lay it out on the wood, and you decide what colors. See, these are what woods I have for these. I'm going to make a few more Intarsias too. That's why I got a whole bunch more laid out. But use different color woods and stuff, and just trace them on there, and then you can cut them out without having to take the pattern off and the adhesive and all that. I just like doing that. But that's the template I use. But yeah, again, so yeah, I just cut out all the pieces, glue them together on a backer board, and then what I like to do is just put a clear coat on them. I think I put, I don't know, 3 or 4 coats on this one. And what's really cool, it just brings out the color of all the different woods. So again, it's no painting, no staining. You just use different kinds of wood, and then just put a clear coat on it. and this turns out really nice. Now the woods I used in this one are aspen for all the snow. Then I have, let's see, cedar, walnut, mahogany, and pine. And I just kind of mixed them. You know, you can, there's different ways you can do this. Like actually I have 3 different colors on the hat. Usually this part and that part should be the same color, and then it has a band, but I had 3 different colors, so that's what I did. And I got, I think it's cedar and pine for the scarf, and black walnut, let's see, yeah, it's mahogany, I think it's mahogany and black walnut for the gloves or whatever. But that's what's really neat. So every time you make an Intarsia, it's going to be different, because you use different color woods, mix and match different colors, the grain direction and all the different colors and different styles of wood that you use is going to make each one unique. And it's just kind of fun. Intarsia is a great way to use all those little pieces that you have, all those cutoffs. It's not scrap. Remember, there's no scrap in woodworking. Even the smallest little piece, you know, I have a little piece this big, I can make a ring out of it. I can make a little pocket cross. I mean, you can do jewelry and ornaments and all kinds of stuff with small pieces of wood. And Intarsia, I mean, look at, we have some really tiny pieces in here. And yeah, I have, so I keep more than I used to. I still burn some scrap, leftovers, you know, but I mean, I try to keep a lot of it, and I use it for Intarsia and lots of different small things. So I have a whole bin here that I'm going to be using for Intarsias. I'd like to do more. Because they really are neat, a neat form of art. It really is. It's a form of scroll sign, and it's a neat way to use up all the small pieces, and you can make some beautiful pictures, and there's all different patterns. That's just one book. I got a couple other books of Intarsia, and I have some ones I've downloaded online too, and again, you can make up your own. Just take a picture and divide all the sections up. Another thing, there's segmentation. That's another thing that's like Intarsia, but segmentation, you would cut it all out on one piece of wood and then paint the pieces. So like, you know, a piece of pine here, I'm cutting out some puzzles for an event at church. But you can take a piece of pine and trace this same pattern on here, cut all the pieces out of pine, sand them and put it back together and leave it natural, or you can color all the pieces. That would be segmentation. Segmentation uses one piece of wood, cut out all the pieces, leave it natural or paint them. Intarsia is using all different kinds of wood for all the different pieces and then put them back together and clear coating it. So they're kind of the same, but you can use patterns that are for segmentation. You can use it for Intarsia. Also, if you can get patterns of stained glass windows and pictures, those are really good for Intarsia projects too. You know, they're already kind of divided, and you know, but yeah. Like I always encourage everybody, I mean, use people's patterns and popular projects and stuff, but kind of just tweak them, you know, put your own spin on them, and make up your own patterns and stuff. But something like this, yeah, use this same pattern and use all different kinds of wood. Like a gunshot out there. I don't know if somebody's doing target practice down the road or something. Anyway, hopefully it's not my truck backfiring. It's running out there. Anyway, I got my big truck back. I had to get new batteries anyway. Probably hit the road tomorrow. So this is probably my last video at home this week. Anyway, but yeah, use different kinds of woods, and every single one will be different because they're all unique. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. I made a little snowman Intarsia for my wife. We really like snowmen, so yeah, I'll be making more of these too, but just wanted to share. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.